Hey guys, it's Angela, and it's been so long since I just sat down and talked to you guys. I thought it would be cool to give you an update on some of my photo gear. So I'm still shooting with my Sony a7 II. Love it. Love it. I love this hand strap as well if you're looking for an additional strap option as opposed to one that goes around your neck. Another thing that I do not like about this Sony camera is the strap that comes with it. I know it's so random, but it's a super long strap. I never use it anyways, and I always shoot with the live preview. It's just easier on my eyes, and I feel like it's easier to compose when you're shooting through the live preview as opposed to through the viewfinder, the little eyepiece. But since I'm always shooting on live preview, and when the strap like gets in front of the eyepiece, it thinks that it's my eye that's going to the eyepiece, and so the image goes to the eyepiece instead of the live preview, so I always have to move it and adjust it and make sure I know where the strap is. So that's a little bit distracting. I've solved that problem by buying a hand strap, so that hopefully that will alleviate the problem, and I don't know yet though. I haven't received it yet, so I'll let you know. So I'm still loving my a7 II. Such a great camera, so light. The best part about it is the size. I love this hand strap as well if you're looking for an additional strap option as opposed to one that goes around your neck. The only downfall of it is that you don't have this hand free. It's only dedicated to the camera, like if you're doing other things or changing your lens or something like that. It can be a little bit annoying to have it just there, but just shooting wise, if you're only shooting and that's it, I love this hand strap. It's so convenient, so easy, and it just makes it really easy to shoot from different points of views and things like that. So I really like this hand strap, and it's from Peak Design. So something happened to me on my Iceland trip, something that has never happened to me before. I lost a lens. I cannot believe I lost it. When I got to Iceland in our first hotel in Reykjavik, I thought that I might have left this lens, my 28 to 70 millimeter, at home. Like maybe I left it on my desk or something like that, because I could not find it anywhere when I was in Reykjavik. I couldn't find it in our hotel room. I couldn't find it in our car rental or anything. So I was like, okay, maybe I just left it at home. No big deal. Came home and it wasn't there. No idea where it went. It just like disappeared out of thin air. And who loses a lens? Unfortunately, I don't have insurance. I know that would have been a question that I got, but no, I do not have insurance. Still don't have it. Need to get it. So I ended up ordering a brand new zoom lens because I needed one. All I had before was my wide angle lens, my 16 to 35, which is a great lens, but I just needed a zoom for, you know, some cherry blossom shots or things like that. So crazy story. Lost my lens, got a new one on Amazon Prime. I think it was only like $250 or something like that. It's the one that actually comes with the body when you purchase the body. But yeah, so this is my 20 to 70 on here. Great lens, so easy, so light. Makes everything so compact, I feel like. So I really like that. And right before I left from our trip to Iceland, I actually got a new lens. And this is my first third-party lens. Even when I used to shoot with Canon all the time, all of my lenses were Canon. All of my lenses for my Sony camera have been Sony or Zeiss lenses. So I was a little nervous about purchasing this, but my friend Beau Rogers, I'll link his YouTube channel. He is a great photographer and also does really great night shots. So when we were in San Francisco together, he let me borrow this lens, and I loved it. So I purchased it right before I went to Iceland to hopefully get some aurora shots while we were there. Unfortunately, it was too cloudy and rainy the whole time we were there and didn't see anything. But I have used this quite a few times since, just practicing and things like that, and it's really great. The lens cap itself is really different. I've never had such a huge lens cap before, but that's because if you can see this, the lens kind of just comes out. It's very round and not something that I'm used to. So having a lens cap like this really helps, but definitely something I've never seen before. 14 millimeters, f1, f2, f1.4, f2.8. So I intentionally bought this for night shots, but I'm still going out with it to shoot architecture and landscapes and things like that. What's different about this lens, another thing that's really different about this lens that I've never seen before, is that you adjust the apertures right here. It's a ring right along there. So since this is a third-party lens going on to my Sony a7 II, the Sony a7 II does not automatically read which aperture you're on. So you really got to look at the ring and figure out where you are. Obviously, if you're shooting night shots, you're always going to be at 2.8 and shooting at infinity, but I just thought that was a little bit different and odd when, or just something I'm not used to with lenses, that the aperture is set right there. Another thing about this lens is that when you're shooting architecture in particular, because you can see the kind of concave lines that are coming from it, once you set your Photoshop to this lens and can lens correct it, no big deal. It might be a little bit shocking when you're actually taking the picture at first, but once you fix that up in Photoshop, no big deal at all. So if you're looking for a good nighttime lens, this Rokinon is about $300. Not bad at all, especially that it's a 2.8 14mm wide angle. It's a great lens. I highly recommend it. It's pretty light too. Obviously not as light as the 16 to 35, but still pretty good. So of course I had to get a remote, and one of my friends for the Arcanum, Stu, recommended this wireless remote. I can't figure out what it's called. Phototech IR wireless shutter, as with Phototech Velvet Bag. No, that's not right. It is just a photographic accessory. I don't know. I got this from Amazon. He recommended this was a really good remote, and I was kind of hesitant to get a wireless remote just because with my experience with my camera, with my Canon camera, that it was pretty difficult to trigger. I haven't used it very much. I would like to hold off a little bit before I give my opinion on this, but this is the Sony remote that I have gotten, and hopefully I will end up liking it. I don't even think I saw a wired Sony remote, because that's what I had for my Canon camera, and I think I would prefer that just because this is sometimes clumsy to trigger. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was this remote. I actually do not use this remote at all. I don't like it because it's wireless, and sometimes I feel like that can be really clumsy, especially if you're shooting like fireworks or something like that. You want to be really precise and dead on and make sure that when you want to shoot and hold down the shutter and let go when you want to, that it does that. So I don't recommend this wireless remote at all, but instead I got this RC201 that is wired, super cheap, found it on Amazon. I think I just stumbled onto it. No one recommended it to me or anything like that, but this is a great, simple, easy remote if you ever needed a remote for your Sony. It's a third-party remote. It's by Pixel, but it's really great. I use it whenever I'm shooting long exposures on my tripod or anything like that. All you do is just press it down, and it's great that you can just push it up and it'll hold your shutter for as long as you want. So instead of this remote, I would go for this remote. Way better. Last but not least, I've been getting a lot of questions on my Siri T025X tripod. I bought it. Hey guys, it's Angela, and I got a new tripod. So the reason why I got this was because I'm traveling next week. I don't know how you pronounce it. Siri? Maybe. Let's just call it Siri. Siri. Yeah, let's just go with that. So I originally purchased this, or I was looking into this brand. I know it's not a well-known brand. I'd never heard of it. But one of my photo friends was shooting with it the other day, and I just liked how small and compact. He said that he had no complaints about it. He really liked it. So I decided to give it a try. And then I did, obviously, what everybody does when they're thinking about purchasing a new photo equipment. I searched it on YouTube, and every video And even the Amazon reviews that I saw on this had pretty good reviews. So I thought I'd open up and we can check it out together. So here it is. Super small. I bought it right before I went on my trip to London and Barcelona because I really wanted a lightweight tripod. I knew I was going to be walking around all day and just carrying my camera and my heavy Gitso and my heavy Gitso tripod. It would have been too much for me. I don't like all that weight on my back all the time. So I bought that tripod hoping that I could lighten the weight, and it definitely did lighten the weight, but it just didn't seem stable to me. I was really hesitant on bringing it out, especially in London when it would be windy or something like that. I was really nervous with my camera on that tripod. The reason why I don't have it now in my hands is because I'm actually using it now to record this video. I just was too nervous, especially with it outdoors and being so lightweight. I just don't like it. I am still in the market to look for a smaller tripod for when I travel or something like that, but as of now, I should have brought my Gitso tripod to London just because it's just weighted down and I just feel more secure with it. The Siri tripod is just so flimsy. I would only use it indoors or if I'm shooting flowers or something like that, something really low where I didn't really have to worry about my camera falling over. So if you have any questions about the A7 II or the tripod or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer those. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I appreciate you guys watching this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.